Internet, my name's Sammy Finemaster and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, last week I did not upload any new content to my channel because I was on family vacation and wanted to enjoy that time with my family. However, while I was on vacation, Disney Plus released its filmed version of the Broadway hit show, Hamilton. And y'all, I was so excited for it. So, once I was back from vacation, we got back on the 4th of July. I decided what better way to spend the 4th of July than to watch Hamilton. So that is what I did, and I do not regret that decision at all. Now, this has been a very highly anticipated show that everybody has wanted to see. So it premiered on Broadway back in 2015 and became an instant hit. Everybody wanted to see it, but it soon became a little bit difficult to get tickets, and also you're gonna break the bank if you wanted to go see it. So lucky for us, Disney decided to film one of the shows and upload it as a movie to Disney Plus. And thank you, Disney, for doing that. So before I get into the review, I just want to throw this out there. I am usually not a musical person. For some reason, musicals just tend to rub me the wrong way. I don't know why. I just don't really like the fact that you're singing the entire show. That always drove me nuts until Hamilton. I heard the soundtrack and I loved it. I loved the hip hop style that they chose to do the show in. And honestly, I would have paid a lot better attention in history class if things would have been explained to me about the founding fathers through hip hop. So this type of music was definitely more my speed for a musical. So with that being said, I, a person who generally doesn't like musicals, absolutely loved this show. It was so good. You have to watch it. You can't not watch it. You have to watch it. So this is classified as a movie technically on Disney Plus, even though it's just a filmed live show of the Broadway production. This was actually filmed in front of a live Broadway audience at the Richard Rodgers Theater in New York City. There's a live audience in there. And I think that really added to the effect of this movie. And I really liked it. So you probably already know, because it captured the world for a very long time, Hamilton is about the life of one of the U.S.'s founding fathers and the first Secretary of Treasury, Alexander Hamilton. And let's just say his life was a little complicated. And yes, it's not an entirely historically accurate representation, because it's a Broadway show, y'all. Do not expect to get the most fabulous and accurate history lesson out of this. You're not going to. They didn't go around and rap to each other, so obviously this is not entirely accurate, but it's a great show. I have to say, the entire cast was magnificent. There's literally no other word to describe them. They blew my mind. Everybody was so on point the entire time. It blew me away. Everything was so choreographed to perfection that you were just in awe the entire time watching this. And it was like watching a movie, even though it all takes place on one stage. The different camera angles really added that whole movie feel, even though it's a Broadway show. The singing was amazing. The acting was phenomenal. The dancing was top notch, and I definitely would have broken my neck several times if I would have tried to redo anything that they were doing. Can't dance worth anything. Broadway amazes me with what they can do while dancing and singing. I can't sit and sing, so Broadway, y'all are incredible. The entire production was just so impressive. It really drew you in immediately to what was happening. You could just tell the heart and soul and so much time and energy that went into this production. I can't believe that they did this every day for years. I don't understand how they did it. It blew my mind just thinking about that. The story completely flowed throughout the entire show. It was just so good. I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical because I love the music, but me not being a huge musical fan, I didn't know how much I would actually like seeing it. And once I saw that it was 2 hours and 40 minutes, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a long time. But oh my gosh, it flew by because you were so wrapped up in the show and it was so good. So good. The story makes you feel a lot. It's gonna take you on an emotional roller coaster for sure. Like, it made me laugh, made me cry, made me want to try and dance, even though I know that I can't. Another thing that I didn't know, I don't know if this is like a thing for all Broadway shows, and I just didn't know, but some of the cast plays multiple characters throughout the show. Around intermission is when they will change to another character, which kind of confused me for a minute because I was like, hold up, I don't understand what's happening. So I had to look that up. Just throwing that out there if you have not seen it yet. Keep an eye out for that. All the actors were amazing because they would play their first character so well and then play the next character so differently, but equally as amazing. And I don't get it. They're so talented. I have a new appreciation for Broadway after watching this show. Like, they blow my mind. The music, of course, was excellent. Now, I know hip hop is not everybody's like cup of tea, but it made a not modern tale feel more modern and enjoyable, honestly. It is one thing to have listened to the album thousands of times. Like, I know so many people know that album from beginning to end. You know all the songs. But it's one thing to listen to the album and not see how the songs are being performed, and then to watch how it was actually supposed to be performed, and it's like a completely different song. And it was awesome. The songs like got reinvigorated. It was a very cool moment to see how they were all supposed to turn out. Now, I've been talking about how amazing this cast was, but I haven't mentioned any of them. Obviously, Lin-Manuel Miranda became a superstar the second that this show premiered on Broadway. Like, he is a genius. And he plays Alexander Hamilton, the main character of the show. I loved him in this. Also in the show, there's Philippa Sue. Leslie Odom Jr. killed it as Aaron Burr. Like, I get it, he was the antagonist, but I really liked him as Aaron Burr. He did a great job. Then we've got Renee Ellis Goldsberry, whose voice just blows me away. Also, Daveed Diggs, Anthony Ramos, who is going to be in an upcoming Lin-Manuel Miranda production called In the Heights, that was supposed to come out this year, but because of COVID, got pushed back to next year, and I cannot wait to see that as well. Also, Jonathan Groff, who I loved as King George. He was so good. Oh my gosh, he was one of the funny parts of the show. And there were so many more brilliant and talented actors that made the show what it was. I am definitely giving this show 5 stars. Like, if anything in the world deserves 5 stars, it's Hamilton. It was so good. Like, top to bottom, well done production, well done with the acting and singing, choreography. The storytelling was off the charts good. The set was amazing, costumes, everything. Like, it made you feel so many emotions and made you feel like you were in the audience, which, I'm gonna be honest, I could never afford to be in that audience, but thank you, Disney Plus, for giving me the chance. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This was the best thing that I have watched and reviewed for this channel so far. Like, I've been doing this for a little over 3 months, and this is hands down the best thing that I have watched. It's that good. Like, I know some people are like, it's overrated. It ain't. Don't listen to those people. It's so good. Go watch it. It is 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's long. It's a long production, but you will be so wrapped up in it, it will just fly by. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I would really love and appreciate it if you would subscribe at the end of this video. And then after you subscribe, hit the bell off to the side to be notified when I post new videos. Let me know if you feel the same way about Hamilton that I do. Let me know what your favorite songs were, because Satisfied and Helpless are like my go-tos. I love them. But let me know what your favorites are. Well, that is all that I've got for you today, so I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!